welcome back to another video, and today we're gonna do the on the run again, but we've got two cars. We've got the Tesla Model Y and we have our trusty Kia. Rosie's here as well. Say hi. Hi. So what we're gonna do is this: we're gonna plug in the Tesla first with the CCS adapter and see how fast we can get. The battery has been preconditioned, so it's really hot. This one is not hot at all. This one's very cold, but we'll see. Basically, this is already humming, and I'll tell you guys why it's humming later, because I already figured out how these things work and it's not that great. So let's plug in the car first and then see what happens. We finally got this working. It took a few tries. This one didn't work at all. So now what we're getting is 123 kilowatt. Okay, and then the way that these things work is that she cannot plug in until I am less than 75. So we had to do like this, MacGyver this in some way. But we're gonna have a look and see if this actually can do something that they advertise. So you can see the right left hand side is red, this one is green. So red means you can't charge yet, so the port is diverted. Everything is going to my car, but it's rated for 150 and I'm only getting 124. And then here we got a lot of humming going on. So these things here inside have a battery, 160 kilowatt hour battery. This Tesla, if two show up, then this one is almost finished. So I'm not sure how that works. The company FreeWire says that it's all good, it's okay. You can charge many cars if you want to, but I don't think so. We'll see how long this will last before it depletes. So we have 127 kilowatt right now. So we've delivered 7.5. And also people were saying that the bottom lights here, this is the level of battery that is charged within the unit itself. Because like I mentioned, they are battery powered, right? They're not connected to the grid. But actually that's wrong. That just means that this port is active and it's charging this vehicle. And this one is red, that means you cannot plug in until it becomes green. We'll see if that actually happens. The one on the top actually shows you your car state of charge, which is, I think, is a great idea, because sometimes when you show up at fast chargers and they're all full, you can line up to the guy who is almost done and you can just drive in instead of guessing. Actually, we're going up now, 130, which isn't bad. But still, you know, we're pulling over 75, so Rosie can't plug in. All right, so while we're waiting, guys, share in the comments below, what do you think of this technology? Battery-powered DC fast chargers. Do you guys think that this is going to take off? I'm skeptical, to be honest. I'm very skeptical. Right now we're still charging, but I've been here before where I didn't charge because it ran out of battery. So I'm going to put up some screenshots right now all around me here with some of the times that I've been here and I did not get a charge. So it's not reliable, and that's my biggest worry, is that once we start paying for these, you know, number one, how are we going to pay? Kilowatt hour or by time? And then, yeah, how reliable they will be. So yeah, time will tell, I guess. But so far, I'm very skeptical. Interesting. So we're at 73 and the port is still diverted. And I was told by people at On the Run, Chevron, and that's how it works. If it drops down below 75, this one opens up, but it's still red. Oh, now we got it. So 68 kilowatt, 68% triggered this one. So now let's plug into Kia and see what happens. I'm very, very curious. It just wouldn't allow us to connect to the charger. Just like when at first I tried to connect the Tesla to this one here, I got an error. So the same thing is happening on this one. It's back in the cradle. Nothing's on. I can plug in if I want to. We're still pulling 62 at 73, which is very good. But that's besides the point. It's not letting me charge, which is weird. Okay, so this error pops up. So plug-in vehicle to start charging, verify vehicle is off. Well, I did verify that the vehicle is off. When I tried to plug in the Tesla to this one, I also had the same problem. So let's plug in and unplug, see if that works. So I plugged it in again. This thing is flashing, but it's not charging. Well, in other news, we just hit 80 on the Tesla, still taking 47, and we put in 51.5 in 32 minutes. So not so bad. We are now 38, over 55 kilowatt hour delivered, 38 minutes here. I think that's okay, we're done. So let me unplug and then get Rosie to come in here with the Kia and to see if it works. And it's charging. Not fast because the battery is cold, and it's actually 55% state of charge, but it works. So I guess this side here, something must be going on. And then Rosie's almost falling asleep waiting for the charger to open up. But yeah, lots of bugs I guess need to be fixed before this is ready for prime time. But the good news is that I put in quite a lot of energy into my car, and the battery inside this machine has still not been depleted. So that's good news, I guess. So what are your thoughts on these FreeWire chargers that are not connected to the grid, that are simply powered by their internal batteries? Share your comments down below, because I would really like to know what you guys think about this new technology, and see if you guys think it's a viable choice for companies like On the Run to be then buying these, installing these across the country in hopes of alleviating the strain on the charging networks that we already have, at least here in BC, right? So yeah, I would like to hear from you, because I have my own opinions, but I would like to have a discussion in the comments, so just let me know. But now let me share some of my thoughts. I believe with the right application and in the right circumstance, these chargers could be amazing. I see them installed in like fleet parking lots. For example, if taxi companies will go 100% electric and they need to charge up cars, but not one by one, just throughout the day, and they don't have the capacity to connect their chargers to the grid to get a true DC fast charge, I would see FreeWire having them as a client, and that would work 100%. That would be awesome. What else? Companies like Hertz that are now renting out electric cars, like Teslas and Polestars and Hyundais and things like that. Perhaps they would want to invest in such technology, because again, it doesn't take much to install these chargers, and they could be installed in their parking lots or just outside of their offices throughout the country. And if a car comes in from a customer and has a very short turnaround time for the next renter, then they could charge up the car really fast. I think the reliability factor is something that we all share as our common concern as EV owners. We want to pull up and make sure that the charger we're navigating to is going to work when we arrive there. And unfortunately, even if these work well and they charge cars well, having an internal battery that we don't know the state of charge of, showing up at a charger, plugging in, and maybe getting a minute of a fast charge just doesn't work for me. But I don't want to be totally negative, and I want to just say that I'm really happy about new companies embracing EV charging, just like Chevron is doing, and getting into the game, because we need more infrastructure. At the end of the day, all of the problems we have with chargers not working, with a lot of people waiting to charge, is simply because we don't have enough infrastructure, right? So the more companies get in on it, the more companies see that they can make money in it, because obviously that's why they do it. They don't do it out of the goodness of their heart. And they know that this is going to be the future. So if they get in early and they establish a brand name, people are going to choose them over other companies in the future. But I think that, like, we have seen it already with, you know, Petro-Canada coming in, offering a very bad product and having a very, very negative opinion within the EV community, right? So I think that, like, companies need to look at this and figure out what they can do to do it better. And I think just being reliable and making sure that if I pull up at a charger, I'm going to get the charge. It's just like if I pull up at a gas pump, I know I'm going to get gas. Simple, right? So look, I might be critical of them. They might turn things around. They might figure out new ideas of how to deal with the limitations of these chargers. And I hope that they do. But if they do deal with these limitations, it's going to be done in a way that doesn't harm consumers.
because I just don't want people showing up at these chargers and not being able to charge because the battery's been depleted, or because the touchscreen not working, or some other issues that they might have with their chargers, right? Like, you know, for example, me trying to plug in 2 cars in this video and not being able to, simply because the other side didn't work, right? If you got 2 handles should be working. So yeah, like I said, share your thoughts, guys, because this is new technology and it's really interesting for me to kind of hear what you guys say. They still offer free charging. They don't charge customers, still going through testing and all of that stuff. So let's see how they do it when they do go live, how they're going to charge us, what the prices are going to be, and if it's going to be a viable choice. We'll come back to that video. I'm not going to make another one until it's actually operational fully, 100%. They're charging customers, and let's see what happens then. But I just wanted to do this test with 2 cars just to see how it is. And yeah, it is what it is, right? So we saw the video. But anyways, that's it for this one. Thanks so much for watching. Take care as always. If you liked the video, make sure to like it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you on the next one. All right, take care. Bye.